Hello everybody. I am back, Venus and Aries, and I'm here with another upload. And I'm going to be doing a reading on the actors Robert Patterson and Kristen Stewart, and what was the energy like before they got together, when they were together, and the affair, and after the fact. Now, if you guys don't know who they are, that is Edward Cullen and Bella Cullen on the movie Twilight. They were a vampire. Well, he was a vampire. She was a human. He fell in love with her, and he eventually turned her into a vampire. And they lived happily ever after. If you guys haven't seen the movie Twilight 1, Twilight 2, Twilight New Moon, Twilight Eclipse, Twilight, I guess the last one. They were a couple in the movie. They ended up being a couple in real life. Honestly, right before they did Twilight, the fifth one, right before they did the fifth sequel, she got caught having an affair with the director who was filming Snow White, which a movie she played Snow White. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen that movie, but if I find it, I'm gonna watch it. But she was caught having an affair with that guy. That guy was married as well. It ended the relationship with her and Robert Pattinson. And so we're going to read. So in case you don't know, that's Edward and Bella, which is not their real names. Robert Pattinson is Edward, Kristen Stewart is Bella. You guys may also hear the air conditioner in the background. I try to keep it quiet, but it's like hot where I live at, so I need my air on, so you're going to hear the sound of it. And I'm just going to jump straight into the reading. If you're new to my channel, thank you for checking me out. I do celebrity readings. I do past life readings. I do horoscope readings. I also post predictions on my Instagram, so check that out. I also do zodiac horoscope readings, mostly on my TikTok, and then I upload it here. So if you're into any of those, I have all those links down below. I post my predictions on my Instagram, and so check that out. So let's get started. I also do personal readings. I forgot to add that in. So if you would like a personal reading, you can email me at rosepetals10@gmail.com. The email is in the description box as well, okay? So I'm going to be reading with my After Tarot deck. I ain't going to say what deck this is. My Mixed Emotions Tarot deck, Message of Love Tarot deck, and my Goddess Oracle Tarot deck. Just like I got my African Goddess for my sisters, I got my other goddess for my other sisters, which means I got the Irish goddess, the Roman goddess, the Viking. I say Viking, but German and Sweden goddess. Okay, so let's get started. And let's start off with talking about. I want to start off talking about the relationship between them. When they first got together. Okay, let's start off talking about Bella, which is AKA, her real name is Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart. And look, let me say this before I get started, because this happens when I get to doing my my white readings. Okay, because I love my white movies. I like my daughter is more into it. Twilight wasn't my thing, but I did enjoy it. I'm more into 50 Shades of Grey. Okay. Let me say this. If you guys do not like the way I pronounce these celebrity names, or if I'm not pronouncing it right, I'm telling you now, you could just hit the dislike button and keep going. Don't leave it in the comment. Don't tell me. I will remove you. Okay? So, let's get started. Okay? Let's get the energy around Bella and AKA Kristen Stewart and Edward, AKA Robert Patterson. Let's get the energy of their relationship when they first started dating. Now, at first, they wasn't dating until they started filming. Whoa, okay. So this definitely shows them working together. And this is my After Tarot deck. So they formed a chemistry working. They formed a chemistry working together. They formed a chemistry working together. let me clarify the hangman. Oh, wow. All right. They formed the connection working together. As you can see, the 7 of cups is here. I mean, coins. I'm sorry. 7 of coins right along with the 6 of cups. So, yes, they have been talking for a while. I feel like, I don't know how old they are, but maybe they've been talking since, like, they were in their, like, younger 20s or something. Whoa. I'm going to see the energy between, I'm going to get her energy towards him and his energy towards her. I'm just going to say this. One person got into this relationship seeing it as something to do. Like, I'm at work. I'm kind of bored. Another person seen it as this person paid attention to me. I always felt like an outsider. I've never felt like I belonged. This person showed interest of me. One person did want a family with the other person. The other person wasn't really into it. The one person felt trapped to the other because of work. Like, okay, I'm bound. There's nothing really much I can do because I'm always working. I mean, those Twilight sequels were a hit, and they were filming for hours and weeks when they were doing those scenes. So I could see that energy very well. Also get the energy of one being non-emotional. Like, one person did not have their feelings, their emotions, or anything. Like, one person was in love. One person could see themselves marrying this person. One person wanted to romance them. They wanted a family. But the other person wasn't in love. It was just, sex. They literally did not put their emotions. There was no emotions involved with the other person. And the other person started feeling overwhelmed and trapped. So I feel like Kristen Stewart was feeling like, I'm bind and stuck to this relationship, and it's mostly because I work with him more than anything. So I feel like they worked together a lot at that time. Like, all they did was work. All right, let me start off with. I did their feelings towards each other, but let me start off with Edward. Let me get Edward, aka Robert Patterson's energy towards Bella, which is Kristen Stewart, aka Kristen Stewart. Let me get his energy and his feelings towards her when they were together. Oh my God, yeah, look at that. She hurt him. Oh my God, 3 of swords, 4 of swords. She hurt him. He was like to himself. I'm not trying to laugh, but I'm getting a vision of that scene in Twilight, because I watch all the sequels. I'm getting that vision when he left her in the movie, right? And she was in the room to herself, but it wasn't dark time. She was looking out. She was looking out at the different seasons. But in this one, he like went, even though this is 3 of swords, but he went like hermit mode. He locked himself in. He like cried it out. I don't know if you could see, but this man has like tears going down his face a little bit. He kept it to it. Like, he took his heartbreak very strong. Like, he kept it to himself. He took that heartbreak honestly and put it into something constructive, like maybe writing paper, writing a book, or occupying his mind so he doesn't focus on the heartbreak. He's really spiritual. I can see all this in his car. He's really spiritual because he pays attention to his feelings and when he works and do things by the moon cycle. Okay, so I see that. I also see that this breakup happened when it was a full moon. Not to mention that when this breakup happened, she got caught cheating, yeah, but he cut her off completely. He cut her off. It kind of killed his mood because this is the King of Pentacles in reverse. He wanted a foundation. He wanted a family. He wanted to build. He wanted a child too. I see that very clear. He wanted a child. The energy is also showing like he wanted he almost, like, I feel feel like honestly he knew that she was cheating before she got caught, and he kind of was delusional about it. He turned a blind eye about it, but then when everybody in the world seen it, he was like, whoa, okay, look. This is my in between Terry. He wanted a commitment. He wanted a commitment. He was in love. He wanted a commitment. He wanted to be married. You know, Edward, you really are coming off like, I'm saying Edward, but his real name is Robert Patterson. You're really coming off like that guy in Twilight, like, for real. But he found out, look, Page of Swords in reverse. He found out he was being lied to. These cards need to go outside. He found out he was being lied to. Page of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords, betrayal. And to be honest, the energy, I haven't pulled on Kristen Stewart energy yet, but the energy feels like she wasn't even in love with this guy she was having an affair with. It was just like effing. Oh, this went down here. He wanted to marry her, but he's very intuitive. I said this, he's very spiritual. He worked with the moon. He knew something wasn't right. And he was just, as he started talking about having a family and having a baby and all that, he felt her getting distant. And then he knew something was up. But he's let go now. I mean, even though I'm getting the future energy, he's let go now. He had to mourn her. This really hurt him. It was like a transition for him. I'm really seeing the angels coming near him and like comforting him. All the pieces broken, everything shattered. They may, honestly, even though this is dark like this is all dark like this, I see that they may have bought a home together. They bought a home together. And I feel like when this went down, he went like, almost like Angela Bassett, but in a different way. He was like breaking everything, destroying everything, breaking her stuff, destroying everything in the home, destroying her stuff. Regretting his, like, I see he feels like, honestly, the energy, and then look, the star. So he's gonna be good. He works with a lot of moon. Like, he's very spiritual. I don't know what sign he is. I'm not going to even get too deep into it. But one thing I will say is he practices faith. And he believes in risk. So he's a high risk taker too. So he gives me that energy of... He gives me that energy of one of those type of people that's a high risk. That'll dip into the sea. Sort of like them Titan 5 people that'll try some shit like that. He gives me high risk energy. But his energy is like... I have faith in you. I took a risk. And he felt energetically low-key that maybe this was a bad idea to do, to get with her, to deal with her. But he tried anyway. And so he was upset. I mean, he was breaking stuff in the house, breaking her stuff, tearing her shit up. He felt like, I'm not gonna lie, he felt like the universe didn't hear his prayer, didn't hear his request, and it wasn't fair. It was an unfair judgment, you know. But to be honest, and that, you know, I'm not gonna lie, he was feeling, cause this in reverse, he was feeling trapped to her. But it just shows him ready to get out of it and start something new. So, and it shows her like having, and to be honest, when I'm looking at this, she's having like sexual control. Like, she had the sexual control. Very domineering and very passionate. Like, I'm even seeing through the energy that she'd be putting him to sleep afterwards. So he was in love. He was in love. Let me get some more of his energy towards let me get some more of Edward, aka Robert Pattinson's energy towards, my arm start itching, y'all. That's why I dropped the cards, because I just let the cards go so I could scratch my arm. But let me get some more of Edward Culling, which is also aka Robert Patterson, which is his real name. Energy towards Kristen Stewart, aka Bella. The cards don't lie. He was in love. Vulnerable to her. Encouraged. Oh, wow. Wow, wow. Curious. I feel like even now that they're not together, he still watches her. He still keeps an eye on her. He's still curious about what she's doing and her moves. But I'm not gonna lie, Christian's energy don't look like she was in love. And then, like, even if she was, I'm gonna get her side too. But even if she was, it didn't look like she was ready for kids and a family. Let me get Robert Patterson's student energy. Robert Patterson, aka Edward Cullen, energy towards Kristen Stewart, aka Bella. Working hard to try to get her to be passionate about him, to get her to be put her feelings. I'm not gonna say emotions. I don't have cups. Emotions is here though, cause he in love. Trying to get putting hard work into trying to make this relationship work. Pleasing her, trying to like cut her demands and stuff to try to get her to be more passionately into him, and it wasn't working. I even see him trying to be manipulative in a controlling way to try to get her to be tamed to him, but that wasn't working. All it kind of made Kristen Stewart, that's her name, do was like distance herself a little more, especially sexually. 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Constantly having to argue and fight with her just to get in the panties, I'm being honest. But constantly arguing and having disagreements with her, like disputing, like, why are you not trying to give me none? I want some. Like, is there somebody else? Just arguments about it. Why you don't touch me? Why you not into me? Why you don't kiss me? And then him being in an illusion because he don't want to let her go, wanting to see her this way, but she's not, because he doesn't want to let her go. But it's always disputes. It's always arguments. And then I also see why he was with her. There was somebody else watching, wanting her. And this is him trying to get to her, but she constantly pushes him back. All right. Let me get some more of his energy towards her. Yeah, he was giving more than she was. She taught him a lesson, though. She was okay. So they wasn't supposed to be together. She was only in this life to teach him a spiritual lesson, to learn how to form boundaries and to put himself first. And not so much to put himself first, but to learn how to form boundaries and to love himself first. Okay. If somebody isn't giving you what you desire or what you're looking for, then to learn how to say, you know what, I love myself enough to go look for what I deserve. Even if I love you or if I'm into you and I think about you and I want you, but you're not showing me the passion, you're not loving me like I love you. And the lesson is for him to learn how to love himself more. And to be there, because I'm not going to say be selfish, but to love himself more and to be there for himself more emotionally before he gives his heart to the next person. To make sure that person is giving you what you desire. And not that you have to ask, but that person is just automatically doing it. Meaning like they match your vibration, I guess you could say. So that was his spiritual lesson. I'm going to get her energy towards him. And then we're going to see like, they wasn't meant to be together. She was meant to teach him a spiritual lesson. I was going to see if it's possible that they may end up talking in the future, but no. They wasn't meant to be together. She was just meant to come in his life and teach him lessons on how to love himself and be there for himself emotionally more. And to learn how, if you're with somebody that's not fulfilling you physically, emotionally, and mentally, to love yourself enough to let that person go and to look for what you desire. Like, you can love a person so much, but if they're not giving you what you desire, you have to, All right, let's get Kristen Stewart, aka Bella Collin, energy towards Edward, aka Robert Patterson, when they were in a relationship. Let's get her energy towards him. Like, I think this came out before. Ooh, okay. Constantly arguing, and to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, she felt like Edward, aka Robert Patterson, was in competition with her to try to outfame her. And I don't get that energy from his side. I get that energy like he was in love. He just wanted more time with you, not to take you away from what you wanted to do. So her energy shows that she loves him too, to be honest. The Queen of Cups and the King of Cups is not going to be here with the Six of Cups, okay? So the energy is showing that she loved him too. But some women get scared and choked up when kids are talked about. And her not really wanting to put the effort into having a family, having kids and having a family. I'm seeing her not really wanting to put the effort into that. And so here they are constantly arguing and disputing. But to be honest, I energetically feel like he was always arguing by himself because she would just like walk out on the argument. To be honest, Kristen Stewart, you were lying to him. You weren't being honest with him. And he was very judgmental of her. He was always judging her. I don't know why, but Kristen Stewart, she just felt like this relationship isn't meant to be. I also see, Kristen Stewart, that the universe isn't really giving you luck when it comes to a new relationship, at least not right now. So I don't know if you have been asking the universe for it, but I don't really see them just giving you the desire. So yeah, the relationship ended. Yeah. She wasn't sexually attracted to him like a lot either. No, okay, yes, she was. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. He wasn't sexually fulfilling her in the bedroom. Like, he wasn't pleasing her. And so he's thinking like she like other men and she's not into me. He wasn't giving it to her like properly. So I feel like maybe if she would have sat down and had a talk with him and let him know, instead of cheating with some bigger and better, because it looked like the dude just had bigger and better and wasn't no feelings there. I'm gonna ask about that next. Then maybe he could have like wanted to put in some work to please you. That's what the energy's showing. But love was here, just not commitment. It's a big difference. Somebody can love you and not be ready to commit. I need a sip of water. Yeah, like I said, it looked like that. All right, give me Kristen Stewart, aka Bella, energy towards Edward, aka Robert Patterson. The Justice keep coming up in reverse. 3 of Wands, them not going forward. 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. Just the work relationship was cool. Ooh, there go the Tower. Look, there go that man. There go Edward. There go that man that she was sleeping with behind his back. The reason why the Tower is in reverse because that was old news and that wreckage has been cleaned up, okay? But, and to be yeah, this is the man that she was cheating with. That's his wife. That's him not having a sexual connection with his wife. And to be honest, the energy shows that he was in love with his wife, but they wasn't sexually having any chemistry or like betrayal, basically. And they were working together and it happens. I do see Kristen Stewart felt horrible about it, to be honest, but she knows she wasn't like the fairest woman to Edward, which is why the Justice is here in reverse. And she does feel like she will be judged for that. I do see the universe kind of judging her for that married moment, but I feel like eventually things will change for her. The world is here in reverse, so eventually things will change for her. But there is a lot of shame and guilt towards that. Let me get Kristen Stewart's energy towards Edward. I was going to talk about that situation next anyway. So she was in love with him, and this really made like hurt her too when she did what she did, and it just looked like she was just horny and wanted to be like wanted some good penis. It don't look like it was love. It looks like she has a lot of grief and heartbroken and feeling guilty over what the situation was. Give me the situation give me Bella, aka Kristen Stewart, energy towards Edward, aka Robert Patterson, and then I'm gonna ask about Bella and the guy. Retreat. Wow. They could have been married. They could have been married. Just because somebody is not like a soulmate or a twin flame doesn't mean that you got that love isn't there. You guys can't love each other. You can't be married. It just makes it even better if they're a soulmate and twin flame. But to be honest, sometimes your soulmate and twin flames be the most complicated because they haven't learned lessons. So, you know, they supposed to be married. They could have had a friendship. They could have had a friendship. It's possible after some time they could have a friendship again. Let me ask real quick before I ask about that guy and the affair. Is it possible that Bella and Edward could have a friendship? I energetically just heard no, not without them being together. Like somebody want to be with somebody. That's what I just heard. Could they possibly still have a friendship? Wow. No, because I feel like they would want to be with each other. I'm not going to even say who would want to be with who. I feel like they would want to be with each other because Queen of Cups and King of Cups is here. This is in between the tarot. 10 of Cups and Ace of Cups is here. Like really 8 of Cups and 9 of Cups is here. So it's like, no. But will they ever like get back together? This is the Lovers in reverse. I'm going to say no. 6 of Swords, no. The Hermit in reverse, no. Edward's not going back. Too much betrayal. You see how this guy's right here running from too much betrayal. So he's not going back. All right, so let me I just want to read the energy. Let me see real quick the energy when it comes to Bella, like what goddesses surround her. And then I'm going to ask about her and that guy she had the affair with that was filming that Snow White movie. I don't remember his name, y'all, okay? Give me the energy around Bella when it comes to the goddess energy that's around her. Wow. Have faith, your prayers has been answered. So I feel like inner wisdom. Bright future. I don't know what she been praying for, but expect a miracle. Endings and beginnings. Purification. She's very strong. She has a very strength personality. She could be a fire sign with that strength energy. Mother Mary surrounds her. I don't know if she wants a child one day. I'm not even getting the Mary energy. Maybe a child. She's very spiritual, so she has a lot of wisdom with this owl standing here. She may be a fire. I don't know how I could tell with these cards, right? She may be a fire sign with a water sign moon. She needs to cleanse her energy and her mind. She does worry about like her future. I feel like she may want a child. And I feel like the universe kind of gave her bad luck when it came to relationships because of that situation with married men. The universe really don't like when women mess around with married men. It comes back on you. I'm being honest. But I feel like time has been forgiven. She's did her cleansing, her forgiveness, and she's done her homework and paid homage to the universe. So I feel like that's a good energy. I feel like she could have a little Greek up in her. I don't know what made me say that. Or Athens. Am I saying it right? Ain't that Greek? Athens? I don't know, y'all. I just go by what I feel. Alright, let's get the energy between Bella and that guy she had the affair with. What was the situation around that? The guy that was director of Snow White and the movie she played in. I haven't watched it, but as soon as I see it, I'm going to watch it. What was the energy between that affair and how did his wife feel? What was the energy between the affair and how did his wife feel? Ooh. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. This man. Ooh. So I see him and the wife constantly arguing, but I'm gonna tell you why. Bella, aka Kristen Stewart, wasn't in love. It was just some good sex for her. He wanted more. He didn't, like, you see this Knight of Swords is in reverse. That usually talks about one night stands, hitting it and quitting it, but in reverse. So it's more like, okay, this was supposed to be a one night stand, but I failed. I wanted more. I wanted more from you, not just a one night stand no more. I want more. So I see him not wanting her to leave, not wanting to end it, not wanting to end, whether it's the affair, wanting a relationship. I get more of the energy of him not wanting the affair to end. And so I do see him constantly arguing and fighting with her, trying to get her to be with him and stay with him. And whew. Him not wanting her to leave. She's like, I can't, like, I'm like, you are married. Like, what's going on? What's going on, Bella? You was Mrs. Jones up in here. We got it. Look, the devil with the tower. So they got caught. This is them trying to run and hide their affair, Seven of Wands. But they got caught. This is the devil in the tower. They got caught. Secret lovers. And so, look, you see how this is somebody like defending and rescuing that person? It's in reverse. So they were trying to hide the affair. He fell for her. Six of Cups is in here. Eight of Cups, I'm sorry. He fell for her. And so he was trying to protect it, and they got caught. But he wanted to keep it going. She wanted to stop, the Empress. The wife is up. Look, see how this is the wife right here and all that. Put it in the upright so you can see it. And they had children. The wife took this very hard. It messed with her insecurities. It messed with her womanhood. It messed with her confidence. It messed with her sensibility of everything. Like, the wife took this very hard, which is probably why the universe was giving Kristen Stewart a hard time when it came to love. The wife, because this guy must have been older. The guy that she was having an affair with, he must have been older than her, and him and the wife are like older. They are, because look at this. They are. Because they got kids and stuff already. So he was older. The wife looked at her as like okay, so this is what it is. This is what she said to her husband. Like, okay, so this is what it is. You like them young girls. You still want to be young. You still want to feel young. The wife is healing, though. Because this was a while ago. So the wife is healing. And the wife is moving forward. Oh, my God, I ain't going to lie either. And the wife took over. She got her confidence back. She took charge. She got him in a different place. So I don't see the energy of divorce yet. She actually got him trying to act right and be romantic and do it right this time. I don't know if she threatened to take him to court, get divorced, or what. The world is here and he got his act right. But I see that he got his act right and they doing it. But I feel like they may, let me see. Hold on, let me ask one more question. I want to know that they get a divorce. I feel like if they didn't, it's definitely a stagnant. What I will say is since that affair, him and his wife has had another baby. They've had another child since then. But I want to know, have they gotten a divorce? I don't see a divorce, but I just got to ask that real quick, and then I'm going to end this reading. Did the guy that Kristen Stewart have an affair with while filming and the director of Snow White, did him and his wife get a divorce? It doesn't look like it. No. Wait a minute. They're definitely not legally divorced yet, but they are definitely in stagnation. The connection is gone. The Knight of Coins is here. So, and I definitely know since that affair, she had another baby. She could have been pregnant during that affair, but she's had another baby since then. But I feel like they're divorced. And if they're not divorced, they're in high separation. They've been married and together for a long time. He's cheated before, not just with Kristen Stewart, but she is like, okay, this is the thing with Kristen Stewart. This was an affair of the heart. It reminded me of that show, Girlfriends. This was an affair of the heart. And so the wife don't, like, she ain't gonna never look at him the same again. So if they're not legally divorced yet, they're in separation getting one. I feel like they may be divorced. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments, okay? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reading. This one was a little different. Y'all are probably going to be getting readings that's a little different for a little bit. But let me know if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next reading.